مشاهدينا الكرام، أهلا وسهلا بكم إلى هذه المقابلة الخاصة. ضيفنا اليوم هو البروفيسور خلوق جورجون، رئيس الهيئة التركية للصناعات الدفاعية. نحاوره بمناسبة زيارته لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. أهلا وسهلا بك دكتور جورجون.
Thank you very much. أهلا وسهلا.
Professor Khaloq Gurgun, welcome to الشرق TV and its platform. Let's start from the beginning. Would you tell us more about your visit, its work frame, its objectives, why you are in UAE?
Thank you very much for hosting me. Actually, we are here for 2 days business trip, not just myself, with the group of leading companies, defense companies in Turkey. We have a delegation of 65 people, and we are here with the backbones of defense industry in Turkey, the CEOs, all of them actually. We have with Aselsan, Roketsan, Havelsan, and TAI. Those are the leading companies in Turkey. Not only for those, the foundation companies.
So private and public sector.
And also the public sector, and from shipyards and to the command and control systems, and different variety of companies and their leaders with us for 2 days workshop with the mainly Navy and Air Forces demands here. So we are in 2 days workshop. So we the end users and the companies are together for specific items discussions. We have started yesterday in the morning, and today we will have last one, and then we will have a closing ceremony. So we will evaluate how it goes. So we would like to be long time partnership programs.
Have you signed any new deals, contracts, any new project under discussion maybe?
There are many programs ready for in close time to be signed, but we are not in hurry to sign agreement between two countries. We are just here for long term, specifically business models and cooperation models that we are specifically talking on specific platforms or in details. So I cannot tell you that we have signed this agreement or this MOU, so on and so forth, and it is not the position for now. The position is establishing very good coordination between the actually institutes and the governmental institutes and the private sector. I know we are very aware that the UAE has a very well structured organizations and defense industry too. So how can we fulfill the capacities and the needs so that we can have more bright future in high-tech solutions?
So within the same context, could you tell us more about your partnership with Saudi Arabia? After Erdogan's visit to the kingdom, a lot of deals have been signed, especially as well that the international defense exhibition will start within days in Riyadh.
Yeah, we will have actually not just UAE, not just Saudi Arabia, for both, ally countries with our specifically brotherly countries, we would like to extend as much as what we could do more. It includes Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, all the region, the other countries, Oman, and also Kuwait, whatever. So the brother countries, we would like to extend the solutions and the cooperations as much as we could do for better for all the Muslim countries. Actually, our aim is that. Actually, we, as you ask for in general in defense industry, that we have developed, alhamdulillah, very well in Turkey. It's specifically last 20 years.
We'll talk about that But could you tell us more? You will attend the Saudi International
Yes,
Exhibition?
I will be attending in the first day, and I will be actually having meeting in 3 days there. I have a speech in the opening ceremony, so I'll be in the this World Defense Show too.
How would you describe the ties, the defense partnership, defense industry partnership with Arab countries? How would you tell us, how would you describe it nowadays? Is there any limit or boundaries to share this technology?
For the broader countries specifically, as I try to indicate it that, so it should be not just only for bilateral agreements between the two, Turkey and the other brother country, but whatever the best for all the brotherly countries in the region. We are trying to coordinate and cooperate without a limit. So there are, for example, you can
share everything in this emerging technology.
Yes, actually, I am just trying to explain that it is not just procurement, selling and buying issues. What we are trying, we are not just focused on the commercial side. We are focusing on looking ahead the future together, and so how we can actually feel ourselves in specific platform or specific item or specific high technology, so that every partner should feel that their own commodity, their own equipment. Yeah. So there are some programs that we have already started in Turkey. So we would like to add the brotherly countries be a part of in the early stage, so that everybody with different capacity should be a part of it, and then claiming that their own equipment.
Yeah, we may ask, is the issue is related to national security as well, but you are telling me as if there is no secret, and you can share and you can help this country to localize this defense industry.
Sure. In
are
high
you willing to do that?
So really? If it comes to the Muslim countries, so we set no limits, so we can discuss. So of course there are some specific design, specific needs for each countries, but we are open-heartedly visiting and indicating that. So we are ready for cooperation for more. So we are discussing with our counterpartners, and they are understanding very well. So they are very also keen to be a part of this approach. Yeah. So we actually, what we are looking for, third time I'm just saying, for the long-term cooperation. So co-development, co-investment, co-production. So help each other with
even
different
some
capacities.
Observers says that Israel in the very beginning helped Turkey with this emerging technology, the defense industry, and as a condition it was not to share it with the Arab or hostile countries. Is that accurate first, and would Ankara abide by this condition?
So I didn't understand clearly, but specifically for the Arab countries, for the limitation should on the table in the first stage.
Yeah, you can share this technology.
There is no restriction for Turkey. So we are open. We are open for. Actually, we are suffered from the embargoes. Many years. Yeah, many
even
years.
2019.
Many years. So we know actually how it felt with the embargoes, with the limits, but sometimes with that bad neighbor make bad friend or ally make you own the owner of the equipment. It's a Turkish saying.
Yes.
So when they applied the embargo, we decided we could do better solutions.
Just mention it
for the last 20 years specifically, with the motivation and the leadership of our President Erdogan. He with no condition, he supported the industry, he supported the institutes, he supported the people who are actually trying to do their best for the solutions specifically in defense industry. So with his support, with continuous support, with his motivation and vision, alhamdulillah, we have reached 80% local content.
Yes.
I am not just talking about the platforms. We have platforms for water, we have, Navy, we have platforms for air, we have platforms for land, not only for the platforms themselves, variety of those,
yes,
with the different size of those, but also the payloads, the sensors, the radars, electro-optics, communication systems, IFF systems, drones. So drones is another story, you know. Alhamdulillah, Turkey has.
Tell us more about drones. Turkish drones played a good and big role in Ukraine war. Do you think that this defense industry could disturb and disrupt Turkish diplomacy, or we can say strong on the field, strong on the table as well?
Actually, first of all, we are with the high technology, with the defense equipment. What we are trying to do our best and equip with the high technology and not just follow the technology, but put some ideas or put some equipment with the high tech, so that the strength and the power on the table for not just for Turkey, but the allies for Turkey feel that. Mm-hmm. But this power is just for peace. I mean, whatever we have, we think that if we have power, you know, Islam words coming from peace in origin in Arabic, right? So if we are we're powerful in high tech in the defense sector. So I think that this is my thought on that. If it will be more peaceful for everybody. So with the drones that we have, those are the high-tech technologies. And before, I mean, the one dedicated, very young group of people, and with the family, you know, started with in Turkey for these drones, and alhamdulillah, they success. Bayraktar, they are very successful. They have just a couple of products, mainly TB2 and now Akıncı. Now they are designing and producing Kızıl Elma. So specifically for the TB2,
yes, the famous TB2.
They have actually produced it very niche approach, and it changed in the battlefield the doctrines. You know, it has now with its power, with its agility, with its with its skills. So you can use in the field, and it whoever use it so has the strong power. So when actually the TB2s, the production of Baykar, so they have exported many countries with the successful use of this in the field. More than 35 countries are using those.
What about Javelin missiles as well?
Yes. So we have also another company, Roketsan. Yeah. So doing the missiles and the rockets for different platforms. Of course, for the TB2s, they have designed one rocket, so it is very well fitted with the TB2. So they are using those two. But when the platform is getting bigger with the Akıncı, there are more equipment than you can ammunitions and the other payloads, electro-optics and radars you can use on the platform. So actually, when you look at in bigger picture, we are not just with the platforms, but whatever needed with the platforms, we are designing and producing and indigenously having in Turkey. So,
but in the bigger picture, sorry, it affects as well the Turkish diplomacy. On the other hand,
it is a power, of course. Yeah,
you are rely with Russia, with the S-400 deal, and at the same time you are selling drones to Ukraine.
It is
how you manage this
actually,
position
it is a
in
diplomacy.
the middle?
It is a politics. It is not my position to talk on those. I am in the technology and I am in the equipment and I am responsible for making as much as the platforms and the payloads and the ammunition systems and the electronics and the softwares as much as indigenous in Turkey and with the partners with UAE, Saudi and
but
the other brothers.
Technically, Professor, we would like to know who has the last say. Your agency, the Defense Ministry, the Commerce and Economic, or the Presidency itself? Who has the last say to decide either to sell these drones or any rockets or whatever to this country or that country?
Actually, this is in Turkey. It is similar for the other countries as well. So we have a structure. My agency's responsibility to produce as much as local content, and also to make the procurement for the needs for not only for defense, the Ministry of Defense, but also Ministry of Interiors. And the position of my agency is also to regulate the defense industry and increase the capability and the capacity not only with the equipment and infrastructure, but for the human capacity too. When it comes to exporting, so of course the Minister of Defense, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and those are every item before exporting should be having the permit from those.
I'll ask my question again.
Okay.
Does the presidency have the last say or have the last say?
Actually, the Ministry of Defense Industry and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, of course, follow the policy of the president. So
it's a political decision then.
The political decision is, in the government decision. So in the government, our president is president of Republic of Turkey. And also there are ministries, so the policies are, decided, and then the permit comes from, of course, they have the permission from the president too. So they decide, and then the export is
good. So this defense industry, does it help as well internally?
Internal forces?
Yeah.
So we are responsible for the cover their need, not only for Minister of Defense, but also Minister of Interiors too. So we have in Minister of Interiors, we have Gendarmerie, we have Police Department, and also we have the
with them as well.
What's that?
You have deals with them as well.
Sure, we are
not for exporting only.
No, we are responsible for all the procurement. What do they need?
Munition and
everything is through us. Everything through us in agency. Our agency is very strong in Turkey. My agency is directly connected to the presidency of Republic of Turkey. Yeah. All right. So this agency make the procurement for Minister of Defense, Minister of Interiors, and also for the intelligence services too. So end users, they have different the subdivisions like Navy in Ministry of Defense, Navy, Land Forces, and Air Forces. And for the interiors, they have different divisions too. The Police Department, Gendarmerie, and the Coastal Guard, and so on and so forth. And also intelligence department. So end users of those specify their needs. So and they ask for their needs to our agency. So we work with them together with the technology and with the actually
The know-how.
the specifications in details, and then if it is the first time, so we can manage the roadmap for how we could do it in local, and how percent or what are the parts that we could do in Turkey and integrate them, and then make the solution in a time frame, and we explain them with the time frame. And also if it is not possible quick solution in Turkey, so we procure for them from outside of Turkey, so we import those. So everything for development, procurement, and planning,
distribution,
the distribution through us. So we have a specific high committee in Turkey. The President Erdogan is the president of this committee.
Yes.
In this committee, we do have Minister of Defense, Minister of Interiors, and Minister of Finance, and also we have Chief of Staff. Sure. We have Vice President. And
but
also,
sorry, how, Professor, do you coordinate between private and public sector? Tell us more about this successful business model.
So I am coming to that point. This board is the high committee. I myself is included that committee too. In this committee, when the end user specified their needs, so when we coordinate for the specifications, for the procurement, for the strategy, and we make the tendering processes, okay? And after the tendering processes, everybody could could participate, not just for the government companies, the foundation companies, the bigger ones, and also private sectors too. So after the tendering processes, we go to high council, high committee, that we explain that the end user needed that one for that reason, and then we did the tendering processes, and those were the interested companies, and those are their offers, and then in this committee it is decided so who is going to be worked with. So it's open tendering processes, but if it is, when you look at the structure of defense industry in Turkey, it is in the pyramidal shape. On top there are integrator companies, okay? Those are not just for the government companies, but also the private sector too.
Yes.
So these, under those, actually, we have subcontractors and also the contractors, and at the bottom level we do have institutes and universities. So when integrator company got the tendering, of course they have to work with the private sector too. So yes, we have more than 3,500 companies working for defense industry, for the solutions, for the platforms, for the payloads, for the ammunition systems, for the electronics, for hardware and software. So alhamdulillah, the main point for the success, actually we have a good human capacity for the outcome of the good universities in Turkey. Yeah. So, we have more than 200 universities, and we have many college of technical studies. We have engineering school of engineering, and those are very talented graduates.
So universities are part of this big program.
Of course, because we are having
human resources
coming from universities.
Exactly.
The SSP, the agency of my this defense industry agency, working highly closely with the universities too. We support them, their capabilities, their capacities. We do directly with the professors in specific areas for projects. So some part of graduates are educated and trained from their programs, and the companies are hiring those graduates. So
Yes.
Institutes and universities are key ingredient for this ecosystem.
And Turkey as well looks so keen to promote this defense industry. I may ask why. People or analysts say there is a huge spending, generous spending of money in this time of crisis, on the expenses of other development projects that the normal citizen, Turkish citizen, really needs. What do you say about that?
So for the defense, so
it's huge money
in the defense sector.
Yes.
Actually,
in time of crisis.
No. Actually, it is not I mean, it is distributed. How much, if it is needed. So great support coming from our President Erdogan. His motivation is high. So he believes in the youngs and the companies in Turkey.
It's his project, some analysts say as well. It's a very strong electoral card for him, and it's his spoiled son, the defense industry. Aren't you afraid of collapse if Erdogan leaves office one day?
Yeah, actually, the support is very important. Motivation is very, very important. The leader's vision is very important. He himself, for 20 years, actually, unconditionally supported the defense industry.
Yes.
And he followed every project. I try to explain the structure of decision making.
So it's his project then.
Actually,
his own project.
He is very supporting, and for the defense industry to be strong in defense industry, because it is not just for the defense industry. As you are very aware that if you look through the defense industry for other countries too, for the high technological systems or equipment for daily use, stemming from early with the defense industries. Some equipment started for the need for the defense, but in time, with the feasibility, with the material for the production, for the changing the production or for make it easier, then at the end we are using in daily life. For example, internet itself.
Yeah.
So we cannot now live, everybody, we are all connected, right?
Yes.
We think that it is like a bread. If we think that we don't have internet, we thought that we cannot live, right?
Yes.
So the internet itself starts from military needs, and also the cameras,
Pentagon,
the cameras that we are using, the thermal cameras on the daytime cameras, and
but
also
in times
microwaves.
of crisis, there is no priorities.
No, I'm just trying
of spending.
I'm just trying to say that if you are investing on defense industries, so in time, the civil solutions, the technical solutions comes afterwards. For example, microwaves that we are using at home. So it started with the defense industry.
Yes.
So there are companies in Turkey, they have, for example, Aselsan, right? Doing the defense projects.
Yes.
And it is 100 defense top list. Actually, it is in the 48, the rate of 48. It is a huge company. But now they are producing signalization systems for metros. They are solutions for energy. They are solutions for...
Once again, it's Erdogan project. Tell me about this willing of the president. You are not afraid if it could collapse any day if it's related to only one person?
No, actually, the idea I am trying to explain to the strategy. So if there is no strong support like this, of course, if you can think for anything else, Erdogan himself put the strategy on this defense industry, in not just for the defense, in the in the high technological systems and the independence of not only with the defense but also the technological independence and the economical independence. When you have defense capacity and capability, you apply those the civil applications too. So it is a general. So if there is no support for the defense industry, so it affects, of course, for the big picture.
But
so
it's
so we appreciate. We are very thankful for him for supporting, and you know the young people also very you know fond of the technological and the high tech systems, and we have very young population. So we actually having festivals for the technology itself too. I don't know you follow those the Technofest.
Yeah.
So we have consequently had this for the 6 years in Turkey. And when if you have time, sometimes maybe you visit in Turkey, so you'll see in the eyes of the young generation
but
how
still there is young people saying it's essential pillar of the Erdogan vision, the second century for the Republic. It's to work more on this dominant role of Turkey in the region.
Yeah, actually we are the people, the young people are, when you go walk around the street, so they are following the defense industry, and they are very proud of that what we have, and they would like to be part of that, and they would like to be part of the technology. Actually what we do have, if in this actually what do they have is self-confident. Basically with this self-confidence they believe that they could do better high technological systems, not only for the defense but also the civil applications too. So it is a motivation what he actually, his strategic point gave the young people this motivation.
So now what is the main challenges that you are facing in this emerging industry? There's any challenges that we can mention?
Actually, the challenges is that we are, if you ask for, the main challenges is managing the going bigger, you know. So
yes.
Alhamdulillah, we are increasing in any way, in capacity, in the equipment, in the technology, and in the export, in every way. So we have to be, managing more planning, and with more planning, and with making the steps with.
What about U.S. sanctions in 2019? Or you have found the solution or the alternative solution in Russia?
Actually, the thing that our industry, some of the companies now, world leading companies, has been today, the large companies are after the sanctions. So we, for example, Aselsan had the world's best camera for the UAVs, and they are now exporting with the TB2s more than 15 countries. Aselsan itself as a company is settled after the embargo, after the Cyprus issue, you know.
Yes.
So with the producing the telecommunication devices. Now, as I just a couple of minutes ago, Aselsan is now world leading company. So we are doing from perspective of my industry agency, do it as much as with the local content, with the high-tech equipment, designing with the high-tech equipment and producing with the high-tech equipment, and equip the platforms as much as with the local content. And we are not we are as an agency, we have a plan for very
executing only
very good plan for we have strategic roadmap, we have a technological roadmap, and so we actually with our partners, not with the companies but also with the end users, we every year look at our strategic map, and
So
then we
will you-
evaluate ourselves. So
Yeah. Will-
embargoes sometimes, as I told you, make it better solutions for us too.
Will you reach one day your own sufficiency in S-400, in F-16, F-35?
We
Are you ambitious that way?
Actually, we do have our own solutions for not just for fighters, but also for the air defense systems too. Now we are having our own fighter jet, Kaan. So
Kaan, yes.
Kaan is a fifth generation fighter jet. So we are producing those, and we have very capable of unmanned version of UAVs for the fighter jets. For example, Kızıl Elma, and Anka 3 is coming. So we do have our own agenda for local solutions. Of course, the Turkish versions. We would like to integrate the brother countries, those two programs too. And for the air defense systems, we have layered structure of air defense, and we have not only with the soft kill and with the hard kill versions too, from the small range, the medium range, and the long range. So with the radars, electro-optics, command and control systems, with the missiles, with everything, we are putting on.
So very well prepared to the fifth and sixth generation wars and the cyber attacks.
Mm-hmm. So of course we are getting ready for those too. So we have programs, we have companies, and specifically in this topic. So what are the cases? What could be the solutions for that? So we are analyzing and trying to find the best way to follow, and then we are actually with the our partners, with the end users, all the time discussing the cases and try to find the solutions for the cases too.
شكرا لك يا دكتور على هذا وقتك وعلى الإجابة على كل هذه الأسئلة. شكرا مرة أخرى.
Thank you very much.
كل الشكر لكم مشاهدينا الأعزاء لكرم المتابعة. نلقاكم في مقابلات قادمة بإذن الله. إلى اللقاء.